S2E33, 9:55 a.m. As suggested by a Beanie Weenie, I thought it would be appropriate to invite Tragic Clown into BB Cellar to join Sophia and Grimm, as the two of them, were kinda getting along, kinda not getting along. Neither of them are going to be getting along with Tragic Clown, as he's for sure going to be bringing the mood very, very low.
Jewel, Chilo, Bim, Chaff.
In the main house, most of the housemates are sleeping. However, in the bathroom, Gavin and Jesse are having an energetic conversation.
Squarble tarbahe farbina.
Hana klets.
Orbitak.
Oh, Fina.
Etsna.
Oh, yibs.
Ban and grab it.
Yibs?
Grelmeep. Fwifa and ball. Bob and Naff.
Yibs.
On Chibi.
Ah. Yeah.
And of course, Little Miss Popular, Kaylee, one of our royals of the week, does make sure she gets in on this conversation. And maybe that's why she's so popular. No one can really have a private conversation without her butting her way into it.
Binade.
Subel?
Bohundo.
Oh, Nuke.
Stop.
Ibata
Iba.
noob. Simonacero Fifaru.
Aha.
Yana Zorpal.
Farpas ass and my
Waluquar.
Farib.
Snoof.
Nachelna.
yes.
Arove sons and George.
Emma seems to have woken up for the day and makes her way into the shower room where she glitches. (11:17 a.m.) All of the housemates are awake and up and about around the house. However, Emmanuel seems to be feeling pretty embarrassed first thing in the morning and hides himself underneath the blankets. Meanwhile, the backyard task room is open for this week's royal task, and Big Brother commands everyone to go head into the castle and enjoy their day. But the costume uniform thing of the clubs is kind of glitching, and it's making some people change into nothing and being naked, which I have the censorship thing on, but for some reason it's not working. But however, I think some of the nudity is already beginning to turn people on as we see Gavin ask Emma if she wants to woohoo. And of course, we're always going to say yes, aren't we? But yeah, the costume thing is pretty strange. Sometimes they'll be in their normal outfit with a hat on. Sometimes they'll be in weird underwear or naked. I don't exactly know what's going on with that recently, but we see that I accidentally forgot to lock one of the camera run doors. And for some reason, they were making their way into the camera runs to woohoo. But of course, all the other doors were locked, so they had nowhere to actually go. But it's just kind of strange that the two peasants inside the room just have no idea that their housemates are on the other side trying to get it on. And of course, when they try to find somewhere else, Emma is already cringed out and over it. But you never know. We'll see how long that actually lasts. Meanwhile, we see that Kristen is working out in her underwear. And she has been told, I forgot to film the diary room part, but she has been told that she has a secret task, and if she's able to sneak through the door in the peasant's room without anyone noticing and make her way into the task room, she has a luxurious reward and will become a jester. Now, both jesters, Gavin and Tice, are also able to sneak through the door and enter the room as well, but again, no one is allowed to see them or they will be punished. But it looks as though Tice is going to be a little bit too distracted doing that, as him and Emma, of course, do their routine woohoo. And Bryson, once again, is providing a nice soundtrack behind it. And while the room is clear, Kristen makes a dash in her underwear through the back door and is able to escape without anyone noticing. At first, I didn't think Gavin was going to, as Haven was making her way over there, but Gavin does see a clearing and makes his way through the door as well. While all the peasants are actually enjoying the courtyard for once, it seems as though King Bryson has joined them and left Emma and Tice to have some privacy. Meanwhile, Kristen and Gavin have made their way into the diary room, where we do make Kristen officially a member of the Jesters, and she does have to change into the ridiculous uniform. But with this uniform, she is now able to not be a peasant. She doesn't have to suffer anymore as she wasn't on the block, and that was just my bad. And now they get to enter the task room if Gavin can, climb out of the wall and finally get there. In the task room, we have a bubble blower, a massage table. Kristen is filling up the alcoholic fountain. We have a dartboard, music, TV, video games. In the bathroom, I've even opened that up again too, where there's a sauna, a shower, and stuff like that. So the two of them should be set to have a good time, and Tice can join them whenever he's able to, but who knows? Meanwhile, they don't know that just behind that bookshelf behind them is Sophia, who is not having such a great time, and it looks as though Grim isn't either, as he gets sick all over the toilet. "3:42 p.m. So far, King Bryson really has been the only one focusing on the acting portion of this royals task. The three royals are going to have to put on a performance tomorrow, and if they're not high enough in acting, it might not go well and they might fail their portion of the task. However, I'm pretty confident in the peasants, as they are constantly working out and woodworking, and I'm sure they're racking up the club points. However, they haven't seemed to notice that Kristen is gone, and Tice hasn't really seemed to notice that Gavin is gone, as he hasn't stopped woohooing. However, we do see that Kaylee is finally practicing her acting, so maybe they won't fail after all. Since the task room has been unlocked, Jesse has not left this little hallway, and they really seem to be enjoying themselves in there. Meanwhile, upstairs in the task room, Kristen and Gavin are still getting along around the bubble blower.
Camus band trip. Cheflet. Balafoy. Yeah?
Uniyabu?
Now, of course, with the Jesters' club activities being woohooing and flirting, the two of them are getting along, and though they are distracted by the music, they still manage to flirt and soon ask each other if they want to woohoo.
Funa. Wax.
And as Tice enjoys doing comedy in the nude, it seems as though Bryson and Kaylee are about to get it on. And even though Emma kinda gets trapped in the bathroom, at least this gives her time to practice her acting finally. Meanwhile, in the task room, it seems as though Gavin and Kristen are really enjoying that sauna. But even though I so badly want Sophia, Grim, and Tragic to have a three-way in the BB cellar, I don't see any romance really sparking down here anytime soon. "7:06 p.m. As Emma and Tice prepare for round 2, we see that Bryson and Kaylee are wrapping up. Well, I mean, I doubt they actually did wrap up, but you know what I mean. And we do see that Bryson is sporting some very flesh-toned undies while the two of them witness Tice and Emma getting it on. And they actually have a response for once. It's kind of bizarre. Like, they seem embarrassed. Then, of course, they say that it stinks, which is a common reaction to people walking in on woohooing. It's a bit disturbing. But we actually see that Bryson gets angry, and it looks as though Kaylee is pretty sad. So who knows, maybe this will actually develop into some drama for once. Meanwhile, the peasants are still blissfully unaware that Kristen and Gavin have gone missing and are still working to get some club points. In the task room, Gavin is able to tap the keg in one try because he is just such a pro, and just in time for Hot Dogs to walk in. I'm not too sure why Hot Dogs came in there, but I did. And of course, before even saying hi to the housemates, I just go straight to the alcoholic beverages. Duh. And we see that Gavin actually goes and grabs Kristen as the two of them are going to try to perform a keg stand. I do kind of have some faith since Gavin was able to tap it in one try, but you never know.
Yibs. Alright.
And after they successfully were able to do that, Gavin drunkenly asks Kristen if she wants a massage. And I guess I'm just gonna hang out here and watch it happen. Surprisingly, Sophia has managed to not earn the squeamish trait until now, as she is stuck in BB's cellar, having to clean up the toilet that Grimm soiled on her hands and knees. Rough. And this does make me curious. I've been trying to give out different punishments every single week, but which punishment so far do you think has been the hardest? Which one has been your favorite? Let me know down below. However, downstairs in the royal suite, things are getting freaky and very mixed up, okay? Because now that Tice and Emma have finished doing their thing, immediately after, like, the bed is still hot, Bryson goes ahead and asks Emma if she wants to hook up. And Tice just sits there across the room and watches it with a smile on his face. However, it doesn't take very long for Tice, to recoup, gain some more energy, and then go ahead and join the two of them. I do think that after the show, Tice may need to talk to his therapist about his sex addiction. And upstairs in the task room, even though there are so many different activities, none of them are really being used. Instead, everyone is just enjoying the music and chugging the alcohol. They grab a cup, finish it, go into the bathroom to wash it, maybe they pee, they come back, grab another cup, finish it, and it's just an endless cycle. They're just trying to get as drunk as possible. And weirdly, after Sophia finishes cleaning the toilet after Grimm, she's feeling a little flirty. I don't even know why. And then she, of course, goes over to Grimm and is trying to flirt with him. And does he accept it? No. Okay, of course not. Of course he doesn't. And then Tragic Clown knows exactly how to set the mood. And as the only royal not currently getting it on with Tice, Kaylee decides to make that threesome a foursome.
Tiranga.
10:07 p.m. Peasants Haven, Jesse, and Emmanuel manage to make it through their day without soiling themselves. However, they really gotta go. And at the end of the night, Big Brother tells them that the task is over for the day. And they're able to make their way as fast as they can walk to the bathroom in hopes that they don't have to, pee themselves and live with embarrassment for the rest of the night. And unfortunately, Tice was too busy to make his way to the task room, but it is now unlocked, and Gavin and Kristen must leave it for good, as it will not be open tomorrow. Speaking of tomorrow, make sure you stay tuned, you hit the bell, you subscribe and all that stuff. That way you're notified whenever I post the episode. And you don't want to miss tomorrow's because the Royals will be having their acting debut. And have the Jesters and Peasants managed to get enough club points to pass their part of the task? You'll have to wait and find out. And while everyone has returned to the main house, it looks as though the four of them, Bryson, Kaylee, Emma, and Tice, are having too much fun to leave. And Gavin makes his way to bed. And that's going to wrap up today's episode. However, your job is still not done. You have another 5 points you can spend today if you haven't used them up already. And of course, you are voting to save. And you only have 3 hours after this video is posted until the lines are closed and you can no longer vote. But who do you want to save? Haven, Emmanuel, Sophia, or Jesse? Make sure you vote because your vote